channel. My name is Zoell, and this is your January 31st, 2020 review of Smackdown. And given that main event, I can say 1000% that this show fucking sucks. But before I get into the review, I do want to apologize. I did miss a whole week of reviews, and not because I wasn't watching the shows, I was, but my 8-month-old is teething and she is raising all type of hell. So yeah, so any of the parents out there know exactly what I'm talking about. So, but I'm gonna try and get back into, my little groove, starting with tonight's show. And the main event involved dog food. And I think that that's 1000% appropriate because this show is dog shit. I really can't say anything else. So I'm just gonna run through this show because nothing of interest happened except for maybe Naomi's return, which is always great because I love my girl, Black Girl Magic hashtag. But the opening segment was Roman Reigns and the Usos, and they were interrupted by Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and Bobby Roode. I am not gonna lie, I did not see the beginning half of this segment. I tuned in to the part where Roman added the stipulation that whoever loses their main event tag match has to eat dog food. And I really wish the stipulation was whoever wrote this shit has to eat dog food. And let them be smothered in dog shit. Because this is trash. Why do we keep getting the same fucking match every week? I am so tired of seeing Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode, and now my babies the Usos return and they're involved in this trash feud, and I'm like, please, for the life of me, give us some new matches. I just feel like these shows are just like a Royal Rumble light. Like, just if you take out the big arenas and the theatrics and everything, it's just a regular episode of SmackDown or Raw. Like, I am so tired of seeing Baron Corbin. I know they're like, biding Roman's time until he goes like up against the Fiend, but like, there's nothing else that you can do for him. Like, this is ridiculous. And if this is what they bought the Usos back for, I would have just said, fuck no, I'm staying home. This is bullshit. But anyway, the first match of the night was a 4-way tag match for the number one contendership for the tag team championships between Heavy Machinery, The Revival, Lucha House Party, and Miz and Morrison. I literally wrote in my notes, this tag match is embarrassing because if you had nobody else to put in here, leaving you with the Lucha House Party, maybe you shouldn't have this match. Just saying. Just saying. I even wrote, I don't even care who wins. That's how uninvested I am. But the Miz and Morrison did win. And I guess they were the only logical team to win because Miz and Morrison do have some wins over Kofi Kingston and Big E. So I guess that makes sense in WWE logic. But none of these teams deserve a chance at the titles. I mean, I like Heavy Machinery, but they haven't exactly been presented as, they haven't really been lighting the world on fire. And Grand Metalik and Lindsay Dorado. Um, who? Like, I know Grand Metalik from 205 Live, but Lindsay Dorado, when's the last time we saw these guys? Tell me, show of hands, did anyone even know they were still employed? I'll wait. Exactly my point. So, Grand Metalik goes for a springboard hurricanrana to John Morrison. He hits a sunset powerbomb for a 2 count. The Revival tag in. Lindsay Dorado tags in, and Heavy Machinery hit double suplexes. Lindsay misses a top rope splash. John Morrison hits a twisting corkscrew type splash thingy to everyone who was just, sitting outside the ring waiting. They're like, hey, everybody, let's group together and wait for John Morrison to get to the top rope. And then he's going to do his little flashy move thing. And then we're all just going to just fall like a bunch of dominoes, idiotic dominoes. Morrison starts cheering Miz to do a dive, but the Revival interrupts with the clothesline. I couldn't even tell you which Revival it was, which Revival member it was, because I really didn't care. Grand Metalik hits a Hurricanrana, sending Dawson outside of the ring. I completely skipped through this match. Dawson tries to steal a pin from Otis. Grand Metalik tags in. Lucha House Party, they hit 2 big top rope splashes. Morrison spears Tucker. Otis powerbombs Morrison. Dawson gave Otis a DDT. Dorado hits 2 moonsaults, but Dash Wilder interrupts the third. He hits a superplex. The Miz tries to go for the skull crusher finale. Morrison tags in and hits Starship Pain for the 3 count. And The Miz and John Morrison are the #1 contenders for the tag team championships. Color me fucking bored. Backstage, Otis asks Mandy out on a date for next Friday, but she says she has plans, but she's free in 2 weeks, which means that Otis will be getting his date with Mandy Rose on Valentine's Day. How sweet. I don't even think I have a date for Valentine's Day. My daughter will be my date. But if Otis is out here getting dates, I must be doing something completely wrong. So maybe I need to like DM Otis and ask him, for some tips, because nobody wants to be lonely on Valentine's Day. Just saying. But anyway, the next match was Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, or should I say Alexa Bliss and Nikki Bliss, because what the fuck is Nikki Cross been wearing? I don't even recognize this chick. Like, they have completely stripped away everything that made her unique and made her into a Alexa Bliss I don't even know, because when I said Alexa's name, my Alexa went off. But anyway, kind of threw me off. But and then I tweeted like, did Nikki Cross piss somebody off backstage? Because if she's dressing up like Alexa Bliss, then she must be getting punished for something, right? Like, I didn't think that this tag team, like, people were taking them seriously, at least backstage. I thought they were just giving them something to do, but they have completely, like I said, just made Nikki Cross into a Alexa Bliss 2.0. She's like the ugly duckling, and I'm not calling Nikki Cross ugly by no means. So do not misinterpret what I'm saying, but she's just like the, in a group of girls, they always say there's one ugly duckling, and she tries her hardest to befriend the popular blonde chick, and this is exactly what it is. Like, I saw this play out in high school. Like me personally, I would have been friends with Nikki Cross in high school, because I'm just a weirdo. But what are they doing with her? Like, stop this stupid tag team, break them up, and have Nikki go back to being the crazy psychotic, what did they call her in NXT? The Twisted Sister. Like, I want that Nikki Cross back. The women's division is severely lacking with contenders, and here you have Nikki Cross, who came over into, the company, and she had a lot of steam. She's really great at NXT. The things she was doing with Johnny Gargano and Aleister Black, and her even being with Sanity. Even bringing up Sanity, I don't even know why they broke them up. But given what's going on with them, I guess Nikki Cross got the better end of the stick. But this match, I'm not even sure it was 10-15 minutes, less than that. But Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross won, and I just don't know, speaking of who pissed off who, why doesn't the company push Sonya Deville? I mean, she's not the best in-ring performer, but it will give us somebody different, challenging, and Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking too deep into it because honestly, I really don't give a shit. So anyway, the next match was Braun Strowman versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the IC title. Braun Strowman won the title tonight. I'm not really jumping for joy for this decision, but Shinsuke really wasn't doing anything with the title. So I guess, put the title on somebody that you're gonna be featuring, every week. And with the Saudi show coming up, I'm pretty sure Braun will play a big part in that somehow. So I guess putting the title on him will, make sense. But I wouldn't be surprised if they put it back on Nakamura at the next pay-per-view, or at least have a rematch at the next pay-per-view. So again, color me fucking bored. But anyway, Shinsuke started off this match with some kicks. Braun hit a shoulder block, a splash in the corner. At the fast forward, um, Shinsuke hit a couple of knees to Braun's face. He puts him down on the bottom rope, and Sami Zayn landed a cheap shot behind the referee's back. Shinsuke starts attacking Braun's leg, but Strowman hits him with a clothesline. He hits 2 shoulder tackles, and then he throws Shinsuke clear across the ring. Shinsuke lands a knee to the back of Braun's head for a 2 count. Again, Sami Zayn interferes, and he jumps on the apron, and he starts to untie the top turnbuckle. Cesaro distracts the referee, and Shinsuke tries to slam Braun's head into the exposed turnbuckle, but Braun reverses and hits Shinsuke's head instead. He hits his running power slam for a 3 count, and like I said, Braun Strowman is your new IC title champion. I guess. Whatever. I mean, I wish I had more to say. But anyway, backstage, the new interviewer lady, I didn't get her name. Sammy said her name, but I didn't get it. And he was beginning to talk, but Elias was in the ring and started interrupting him. They went back and forth with a little jaw-jacking. And Sami Zayn sends Cesaro out to the ring. Cesaro didn't even make it in the ring before Elias started attacking him. He hits a clothesline, a big back body drop, and a running knee. And that was it. So Cesaro looks like a bitch. And then we go to Sheamus versus Chad Gable. I refuse to call him Shorty G, so do not get mad. This match, again, nothing to be happy about because this is a rematch and we've seen this match. I think, don't quote me, I think this is the 3rd time we've seen this. And for the 3rd time, I don't give a fuck. So Chad Gable attacks Sheamus during his entrance, and when we come back from commercial, Sheamus tries to throw Chad Gable out of the ring. Gable reverses and rolls him out the ring instead. Chad goes for a splash, but Sheamus catches him and lands a rolling senton outside of the ring. Gable headbutt Sheamus, hits a drop kick. He gives him a cannonball, and he goes to the top rope for a moonsault. He only gets a 2 count. Sheamus lands a backbreaker, and then the bro kick for the 3 count. So Sheamus is your winner. Big whoop-de-fucking-do. Corey Graves called this an impressive win by Sheamus. And the only thing impressive is that this rematch made it to the final draft of the show. Because, like I wrote on Twitter, my 8-month-old can write better shit like this, and all she does is drool and jump. So, yeah. Next, Bayley had an in-ring promo, and she basically started gloating about her win over Lacey Evans at the Royal Rumble. She said that she got payback against Lacey for injuring Sasha Banks, and I put injuring in quotation marks because that really means that hopefully Sasha realized that what a shit show this is and said, hey, I'm not fucking showing up until you guys give me something to do. And by something to do, I mean I'm not fucking wrestling Lacey Evans. So make Bayley do it. Bayley said that she did all of that in front of Lacey's daughter, who was sitting in the front row. And now Summer has to look at her mom and see what a loser and failure she is. Bayley, I wouldn't be so quick to call Lacey Evans a loser and a failure because you haven't exactly been lighting the world on fire as the SmackDown Women's Champion. Just saying, I don't want to be that guy, but, I got to be that guy. She says that Summer can sit amongst the annoying sheep referring to the WWE Universe. And I felt like this was supposed to get, like, gain some heat, but didn't do anything for me. So yeah, Summer can sit among the annoying sheep and watch her if Summer needs someone to look up to. Bayley says that she has beaten everyone, and she said that she knows that Charlotte is going to challenge her. So she calls Charlotte out, and out comes my good old sis Naomi, rocking the natural hair, and you know, she's a man. Okay, I'm not even gonna try and sing, but I was happy to see my girl. Somebody who isn't blonde or big breasted, even though Naomi has a whole lot of I ain't gonna say it, but my girl is sitting, black girl magic, like I said. Naomi comes out with a globe, a glowing globe or something around her head, and I was just like, I really hope she can see in that thing, because if she bumps into something, I'm gonna fucking laugh. But anyway, Naomi gets in the ring and she says that she couldn't help but overhear Bayley, boring us to death. Well, she didn't really say that, but that's what I got from the promo. And she said that Bayley was out there lying, saying that she beat everyone because sis ain't never beat her. And I was just like, we stand a queen. We stand a queen. Naomi says as a former champion, she thinks that the title can use some glow. And I was with Naomi up until this point because Naomi's glow belt was not exactly the greatest thing to look at. But everything else aside, I was happy to see Naomi. I'm happy to see my girl back in the ring because she is one of the most athletic girls, and I want to see her get a little bit of shine. Um, Naomi, Bayley attacks Naomi with the microphone. She tries to hit her with the title, but Naomi hits a insecurity. I did want to call it a disaster kick at first, like damn you AEW. But anyway, she sends Bayley outside of the ring. And that was it. So I'm guessing we're gonna have Bayley and Naomi, which is great because Bayley needs something. Like she like I said earlier, she just hasn't been lighting the world on fire, and at this point just take the title off her. I mean, obviously everybody wants Sasha, but if Sasha is legit injured, then Naomi is the best bet because there's nobody else on the SmackDown roster that deserves even a sniff of the SmackDown Women's Championship. And then we get to the main event. Roman Reigns and the Usos versus Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, and Bobby Roode, and the loser has to fucking eat dog food. I thought we were done with this. I thought at the Royal Rumble when Roman Reigns won, I thought we were done. But no, 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 no. Vince was probably sitting in that chair saying, oh, well, they thought they were done. Let's give it to them again. It's such good shit. Fuck my life. Anyway, I did not pay attention to the beginning of this match because I didn't give a shit. At this point, what I caught was Bobby Roode hits a spine buster on Jey Uso outside of the ring. He sends him into the timekeeper's area. Roman hits a jumping clothesline to Corbin, 10 of those horrid looking clotheslines in the corner. He hits a big boot. Roman sets up for the Superman punch, but Dolph tries to interfere and Corbin hits a chokeslam backbreaker for a 2 count. Dolph hits a super kick while the referee's distracted. Corbin hits a deep 6 on Reigns for another 2 count. Jimmy and Jay both hit dives on Roode and Ziggler outside of the ring and they bury them underneath the commentary table. Reigns hits a Superman punch and rolls Corbin up for the 3 count. That match, as quickly as I read that, that's how quick the match was. How short it was. You want to know why? I can't even talk because I just don't give a fuck. And I'm trying to hurry up because this show fucking sucks. And after the match, Baron, I forgot I was going to say before that, but anyway, I'm tired and I'm trying to hurry up. Baron Corbin tries to run away, but Jimmy super kicks him, and then the Usos handcuff Baron. He tries to fight them off, but Roman spears him. They handcuff him to the ring post and bury him in dog shit. And at this point, I really wanted to punch Michael Cole in his fucking face because all he kept saying was dog food, dog food, dog food. Like, dude, we get it. We're not stupid. I could just imagine the producers yelling in his ear, yeah, 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 really emphasize dog food. As if we're idiots. We heard you. It's a dog food match. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Jesus Christ. But anyway, the Usos and Roman pour dog food all over Baron Corbin, and they take a picture afterward to end the show. And at the end of my notes, I wrote, this fucking show fucking sucks. Period. That's literally what I wrote. Because it does. That's it. I wish I had more for you guys, but I don't. Anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I was away, or not away, but I was busy last week with my daughter, but hopefully after tonight and starting next week, I will be back on schedule. Any comments, suggestions are welcome, and I will see you guys on Monday for Raw. Love you. Good night.